Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, November 4th, the day before Election Day. Go out tomorrow, make your voice heard. I am John Zimmerman.
I'm Thunderous Tom Dacey.
Thunderous Tom Dacey once again. The award-winning Square Circle. And
speaking of awards.
Yes. Speaking of awards, go ahead.
Our Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, they got themselves a nice trophy. Not quite as nice as our trophy, but the World Series trophy, of course. And they shaved their beards. I shaved mine. They got how many million for charity? $15 million. They got to shave their beards.
How much will we get for ours?
I don't know. Call in. Maybe make us an offer. We'll send you the little trimmings in a nice Ziploc bag. You put them on the eBay. See what we can get.
There you go.
That'll be fun. I'm not quite sure 15 million will suffice.
Maybe 5 cents.
Maybe a nickel.
How about a penny for Ed McCarver's?
That's not very nice, but our friend Ed, we love Ed, of course, of course. We got a lot going on tonight. We finally got our crack staff to get that PWA footage up and running.
Working very hard today in the home office.
Oh, absolutely. PWA has a show in New Hampshire this Saturday. But that's a little far away. But Saturday, December 7th, next month, at the Boys and Girls Club in Bristol, they're going to have their past, present, and future. And Buzz Bloodsaw has a new faction called the Normals that they'll be making their debut. In Bristol, it's Bristol's own Grappling Greg.
Grappling Greg.
Yeah, he's the present of PWA. The future of PWA we're going to see in just a few moments, one of whom is very close to me, of course.
Yes, I do believe I know who you're talking about.
Yep. And Sundington's own Wrecking Ball Legursky will be on that card. And one of the few opportunities you'll get to see the living legend, Ox Baker.
Oh, Ox Baker's going to be on that card, huh?
Yeah, he's recovered. You know, he was ill not too long ago, and he's made a recovery. It took a while, but he's back out and making appearances again.
That'll be good to see him once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Get out there. You might not be able to see him too many more times. He's getting up there.
And, of course, we will be in attendance on December 7th.
Oh, absolutely. The PWA youth are going to make an appearance in the ring. I'm not sure how much they're going to get to perform, but they will be getting their award for graduating the fall session, so that should be fun. Get out there, support not only the past, the present, but the future. Amen. You want to get right to the footage, or you got anything you want to add?
Why don't we get right to the footage? I know we have quite a bit.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of footage. We'll give you some highlights. We'll give you some voiceover while we're doing it. But we're going to open up with Buzz Bloodsaw and Joseph von Schmidt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pro Wrestling Academy. I'm here with Quinn Johnson, also known as Buzz Bloodsaw. I myself, Joseph von Schmidt. We're here with the youth, and we're going to show you what we do here at 33 Chestnut Street in Haven, Connecticut.
Yeah, so we're just going to show you guys how we do it, what we do to turn these kids from regular bums on the couch and the wrestlers you're going to want to see someday on TV.
Let's get started.
Yeah, they're stretching in the ring. You know, you got to get loose. Like any athletic activity, you can't just jump into it. You got to do some stretches. You got to do some warm-ups. So, obviously, safety is the #1 rule at PWA, and that's at 33 Chestnut Street, as Joseph von Schmidt mentioned. Like I said, you can go down there and become a superstar yourself.
And, of course, the twins were with us last week.
Yeah, we had the twins on the show last week, Kyle and Skywalker, otherwise known as Luke. Kyle is called Rubik's.
And, of course, there's Jacob.
Of course, Jacob Zimmerman, the #1 student. Little leg stretching here. But the card coming up is you're going to see Bull Dread Who else is it? Was Joseph von Schmidt, of course. Pedro Wandones, King Swipes, The House Party, Azrael, and Lucifer Lords. All friends in the show, of course.
Yeah, some past guests as well.
Yeah, definitely. And Tommy Mack, who is the current PWA International Champion. Now, whether that changes between this Saturday and December 7th, we'll have to see. Now we got some forward rolls going on. Jacob took a very long time over the summer to get a handle on doing the forward rolls.
I was going to ask how long it takes to learn that.
It's not a common motion, and to get your butt over your head, you really have to get your brain around it. So even the twins here took a little getting used to, and of course that happens. You really have to land on your toes and use your forward momentum to get up, kind of like that. But you can see that he gets the hang of it after a while. And like anything else, it's repetition. And it's not about speed to start with, it's about getting technique down. And once you get technique, the speed will come with it. But on December 7th, hopefully the kids will have a chance to show that all of this eventually comes into a match. Now this is a right regal, named after William Regal, of course. William Regal, even though he's not on TV that often, is one of the main trainers of WWE.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's still in the organization, even though we don't see him on TV.
Yeah, and for the longest time, he was the trainer for all of the Divas. And if you listen to any of the interviews that Trish Stratus on down, they all praise his technique and his teaching ability. And you can see they go forward from the corner of the ring on their right arm, right regal, and then they come back on their left arm doing the left regal. And you have to tuck your leg is what Buzz Bloodsaw is illustrating. Kind of dove into that a little bit. It should be a little bit more smooth, right? This is why I ended up on his height. And this is just a typical day. We weren't doing anything special. We just brought the cameras in and just filmed a typical training session. So they weren't doing anything specifically for us.
And the training sessions are on Mondays and Wednesdays, correct?
Yes, Monday and Wednesday they run a training session from 3 to 5, and then another one from 5 to 7 for the youth program. And then after 7 o'clock they have the adult training program, so you can go down and work out with the adults. So if this is something you want to do, this is the place to be.
I think you should train me. We could see Zimmerman versus Zimmerman.
Oh, that would be great, father-son. When's the last time we saw that? Bruno Sammartino. Right? And we can have,
of course, we've had brother versus brother.
Yes.
Undertaker and Kane.
Yeah, we have what? Bruno Sammartino and David. Ivan Putski and Scott Putski. father-son. Vincent Shane O'Mac, yeah. Who could forget that? Who could forget that? And then Vince and his son Hornswoggle, right? And this is a balance routine. Eventually they're going to get up to the top rope with that balance, and they can do their taunt from there. Up and over. And you would see the opponent go underneath the feet and hit the turnbuckle on that particular move. And you can see he's doing the strong man and playing to the crowd. And here comes the up and over. And there's the up and over again. The taunt. A little showing off for the camera. Little bold prediction, the 2020 Top 8 tournament. And that's why he practices. These guys really work hard.
Only one man will win, and you're
Front row time.
Very essential running the ropes, obviously. This is the backward roll, otherwise known as the O'Connor roll. Oh. And that's why we practice. These guys just started, what, at the beginning of October, I believe. It was the end of September, early October is when they started. So we're only looking at, this is right before Halloween last week. And you can see that, they're working hard. They're putting in the time and they're making progress. These two boys, the twins here, Kyle and Luke, literally just stepped into the ring about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, because this was shot last Monday before the show.
That's correct. So we're going to have to get some more footage at the end of their training to show you the difference and see how far they've come along. Great move. He pulled off the front row and the O'Connor roll.
Now, are Joseph and Buzz the two main instructors, or?
Buzz Wasaw actually is the head instructor, and Joseph assists him. And that's usually the two that are in the ring. Jacob hasn't mastered this one yet, but he will get it. Just like he mastered the front roll. He will get this. And then the classic drop down.
It's a shocking revelation. Lock up.
Why is it me?
Ready? That's a good one. Hey, what do you want? Good. I'm not going to touch you guys anymore. One more.
You can see it's all about technique, and repetition will get the job done. So then, at the end of their training, which the training really never ends, but as they move along, this becomes instinct, and they to the point where they don't think about it anymore. They just do it. And you can see, Joseph is correcting their technique in a nice manner. I mean, there's no, there's no drill sergeant screaming at you, that kind of thing. It's all about constructive criticism and helping you become better. And I must say that Quint, also known as Buzz Bloodsaw, has the patience of a god, because sometimes, they're kids, they're boys, and they're all 11 years old. And, as boys will do, they want to fool around and stuff, but Quint really gets them back in line and gets them straightened out and focused on the training.
Everything's important. Your balance, guys. Balance is important here. Together, balance is important.
Last one, lock up.
Good. Move forward. Straighten them out.
Good.
As far from his Joseph von Schmidt character as he can be, Arm wringer.
Sake of symmetry.
Camera lock.
Good.
He learned how to sell a little bit there.
Hand up. Bending yourself forward.
Jay Connor, take him to a hammer lock.
Good.
Twins counter.
Now, these are classic moves you see in nearly every match.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have to create some of these guys in the 2K14 game.
There you go.
Here we are.
Just got mine the other day.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I like it.
Yeah?
I can't get over the graphics. The graphics are phenomenal.
WWE 2K14 has launched the WWE stock. It went up $1.15 when the day the game came out, and the following day it went up another 35 cents. So it's at a 12-month high of $15.75. So those of us that own WWE stock are really happy with the video game right now.
Yeah, I wish I had some of that stock.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 12-month low on that was like 7 change. So you could have got in and doubled your money by now.
Unlike TNA stock.
Unlike TNA stock. Talking about TNA, rumor has it that Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins is in talks to purchase TNA.
When I heard that, my question was, why?
Why? Billy Corgan, was a promoter. I think he's from Chicago. In his hometown, he was a promoter, and he had some a wrestling league, not too much different from a PWA or an RWE, which we're going to get to in a little bit. And he's a mark. He's a fan of wrestling, and when he was promoting his own, wrestling cards there, he fully admitted that he was a wrestling fan of the mark, and he was doing it to put some wrestling that he wanted to see. So hopefully, given a bigger platform of TNA, Billy Corgan can make it a better product.
Well, I hope so, because when I heard that the other day, one of the comments from my roommate was like, It's like buying a bucket with a hole in it.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Well, you can fix it. Hopefully, he can fix it and repair it.
What are we seeing here?
There's a counter move for the headlock. And then eventually that'll turn into a push off the ropes and into a chain move called the International. And I believe we're going to see that coming up. The International, will we get footage of that? It's amazing, I can't remember from a week ago. You see Buzz sell that a little bit.
And we should mention that this was professionally shot with the new squared circle video camera.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Dacey has obtained a digital video camera, and we've got professional footage. We have a professional videographer, and it's great stuff. No cell phone footage on the squared circle.
Or tablet footage.
No, we don't. I don't even have a tablet. Jacob's overselling a little bit there. And there's the counter. There's a little cell. Now, for those of you that are watching that always thought wrestling was real, I'm sorry to ruin the illusion for you. But these guys work very hard.
But as we always said, it's our version of a male soap opera.
Oh, absolutely. These guys are learning ring psychology. Buzz Buzzsaw went over a lot of the ring psychology today. And he's getting these guys to tell a story in the ring. Good guy, bad guy,
And how ironic is it now that Vince has a lot of the unemployed soap opera writers writing for...
Absolutely, yeah. We've noted that quite a few times on our show, that WWE is currently being written by soap opera writers. So at least he's giving jobs to the unemployed. See, Linda McMahon creating jobs in Connecticut.
Yep.
So once again, go out and vote tomorrow, please. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm saying make your voice heard.
I already did. I voted by absentee ballot a month ago.
Oh, there we are.
CJJ, counter them. Let's bring them to an arm ring, okay? That's right.
I don't know. All of a sudden I have a hankering for Doublemint gum.
CJJ, right from here, bring them to a hammerlock. Wide face. Keep a wide face. There you go. Good. From here, counter, bring us to an arm wringer. Through. Hip. Elbow to hip. There you go. Protect yourself.
I like Jacob's Andre the Giant shirt. He's kind of a big thing, right? Big deal. Excuse me. He's kind of a big deal. If you notice, behind the ring, there's all the cards that Joseph Von Schmidt has been on from all over the world. If you go in there, it's almost like a museum of all the places that he's been and all the cards he's been on. And the opposite wall, which is behind the camera shot, has 8x10s of nearly everyone he's worked with. Sergeant Slaughter, Ox Baker, Marty Jannetty did a seminar down at the PWA. They just had Stevie Richards down there a couple weeks ago at PWA, and it's a wall of fame.
Sergeant Slaughter is still from this area, isn't he? Is he still around this area?
Yeah, I believe so. And he's going to be at the big event this coming Saturday in New York. If you look at, what is it, thebigevent.com? Bigeventny.com. Bigeventny.com. They're going to have Bruno Sammartino, which I'm going to go.
I understand you and Dylan are going.
Yeah, I'm going to go and meet Bruno. And this might be our last time at 78 years old. You know, and yeah, Bobby Heenan's going to be there. Bobby the Weasel is going to be there. As we mentioned, Sergeant Slaughter, Tino Santana, Hulk Hogan, Chris Jericho. I know I'm missing somebody. Oh, George the Animal Steel is going to be there. Sonny's going to be there. So I mean, Sonny will probably be behind her on the highway getting there because she's from the Bradford area.
Did she put her book out yet? She should have book.
There it is. Good. We're up.
All right, CJJ, ready? Arm ball.
Here's a lockup. I believe we're going to see the International here, I think. Here we go. There's a crossing. Of course, we see this at the beginning of nearly every match. The drop down, the jump over. And he botched the clothesline. And this is why we train and this is why we learn.
He's grabbing you on the head, right? It's going to hurt. Ow, my head.
Professional videographer. All of a sudden got interested in the mat. And this is the beginning of what they call the International. He picked up his gum. He picked up his gum and ate it. Now, if that's not on America's Funniest Videos. He's like, edit that out.
Send that into America's Funniest Videos.
Right, right. Hey, the kid likes to recycle. You know, it's a good lesson for us all. And as I said, this is the beginning of nearly every match you see. And it's the basics. A little overplay on that. Here comes the drop down. Clothesline, ducks under it. And squares up. And we must say, do not try this at home.
Absolutely.
This is a professional atmosphere. Joseph von Schmidt, Buzz Buzzsaw, professional trainers.
Now, I had a question about Buzz.
Yes.
Him and Nocturne just split up, correct?
Yes.
Do you know, does Nocturne have a new mask?
That I don't know. I see that he's scheduled for Wrestle Jam in East Haven. What's the date on that? November 23rd.
The reason I'm asking is because the other night at NEFW,
yes,
there was a Nocturne at NEFW. But he looked different. That's why I was wondering if he had a new mask.
I don't know. I've invited him to be on the show, and he's a very busy fellow outside the ring. And, you know, he has agreed that he'll come on the show at some point, but our schedules just haven't meshed yet. He's a very, very busy man. But November 23rd in East Haven, Connecticut, currently scheduled at Senior Center, I believe. Wrestle Jam.
I find hard to believe.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to move that venue when they figure out that this many people are coming. You can see strength and conditioning exercise. Doing the deep squats there. Leg lifts off the rope. And all of the strength comes on the way down on that, according to Mr. Buzzsaw. And I believe that'll wrap up our footage of the PWA youth program.
Pretty good footage, and those are the stars of tomorrow.
Yeah,
the
those will be the future of wrestling's past, present, and future on December 7th. You can see those kids in the ring and see their progress in person at the Boys and Girls Club Saturday, December 7th in Bristol, Connecticut. You can go on to www.prowrestlingacademyct.com and get your tickets in advance.
Of course,
and,
we'll be in attendance.
Oh, absolutely. We'll be there. Jacob's friends and family will be there. Rubik's, Skywalker, the Missile, the young lady that couldn't make it on that particular day because she was ill. But you'll see her in action too. They do have a diva or a knockout, whichever you prefer. And I'm telling you, get down there and get in the ring and make your dream come true.
Still like to see you in the ring.
Yeah, well, I did have an open challenge a while back, and that never came. But you know,
No,
hey.
the other party chickened out.
Well, you said that. The other party didn't respond. We'll leave it at that. But hopefully we're expecting a call from Craig Andrews from RWE. Want to talk about RWE?
Yes, we have RWE coming up this Saturday. There's a fundraiser for the Windsor Police Cadets. And on the card, we'll have Mike Bennett versus Bob Evans. Slick Wagner Brown versus the Benchmark Bill Daly.
You know, I got Craig on the line. Let's let him in on this conversation.
Oh.
Mr. Andrews, welcome to the Squared Circle.
How are you folks doing this evening?
We are doing wonderful. We're just mentioning your card coming up on the 9th.
Sweet, good timing then.
Excellent, excellent.
Excellent timing, Craig. How are you?
I'm doing really good, Tom. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good.
We understand that you got a very big name on the card that we haven't mentioned yet, so we'll let you do the introduction.
Oh my goodness. He's been changing lives recently. He has, done some really amazing things for some great folks in the industry. A lot of the wrestlers are taking to his new regimen. And it's a former WWE, WCW World Heavyweight Champion, none other than Diamond Dallas Page.
Diamond Dallas Page.
It's me, it's DDP.
Oh, yeah.
You know it. So,
yeah.
DDP will be in the building, and he says he's going to be dishing out some fresh diamond cutters that night.
Oh, we're really excited. We can't thank you enough for bringing DDP to Connecticut.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking to DDP now for some time about coming out to Real Warrior Entertainment and coming to Connecticut, and we just finally were able to, work a deal where he was relatively in the area in New York, and so he's going to come in and do his thing.
Yeah, he was recently on a podcast of the Steve Austin Show. And Steve Austin couldn't thank him enough for all the work he's been doing with, all the guys, especially Jake the Snake Roberts and Razor Ramon. Scott Hall, excuse me. And just the work he's done. And if you look on DDP's website, the testimonial he's gotten from some of his past success stories, it's fantastic. The guy's really created a fantastic career, not only for himself, but he's helping everybody else.
Just truly amazing. I mean, I saw him last year, I believe, at another promotion.
Yeah.
And he showed that video.
Yeah.
Just the transformation in the gentleman that he had in the
I think we
video.
lost Mr. Andrews.
Hopefully he'll call back.
Yeah, we hope that he calls back. But also on the card, you mentioned Slick Wagner Brown, the Benchmark Bill Daly, Todd Hansen, Dan Barry, Jason Blade, Guy Alexander, Congo. Go ahead.
Vinny Marseglia and Ricky Martinez.
Welcome back to the conversation. We lost you there.
Yeah, let's try this again. Him and Jake Roberts and Scott Hall, and they've done some really good things.
Yeah, it's really amazing. We mentioned that some of the testimonials he has on his website it's just incredible, the transformation that he's helped the war veteran there that basically gave up on himself, and DDP gave him a new lease on life. So who else do we have on the card coming up? I think we lost him again.
Did we lose him again?
No.
And that's why...
He must be having trouble with his phone.
That's why we're not fans of cell phones on this show.
Maybe the Altamaris got to him.
It's possible. The Altamaris are a big part of RWE. I don't see him listed on this card, but...
of course, they raised some havoc again at the last show.
Yeah, they're never too far away.
Which we'll have some footage of in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few events in the works there. Yeah.
Busy working at the home office, as we say.
The editing bay is on fire. They're going to have some more Toxic Waltz qualifying matches. So RWE is always building up to the next big thing. All right, we're going to try this once again.
Cell 5-5, here we go.
All right. We're talking about the rest of the card. You got Toxic Waltz qualifying matches, Todd Hansen, Dan Barry. Who else you have?
Toxic Waltz qualifying matches. We have Brutal Bob Evans from... he was on our last couple shows.
Yeah.
He's one of the mainstays over in Ring of Honor, but I consider him a real warrior. And, Mike Bennett, also going to be in a Toxic Waltz qualifying match. Jorge Santi, which you haven't seen much of the kid, but on the last show, he was there in the Fatal 4-Way for the Internet Championship.
Yeah.
And him, Ricky Martinez, a surprise entrant that we had, Sam Shields from the future, the year 2244, wherever he's from.
Yeah.
But, surprise entrant, and he put on a great show. And as you know, Dan Barry was crowned the first RWE Internet Champion.
And this is going to be a benefit show, correct?
It is a benefit show for the Windsor Police Cadets. We're going to be having the show at Windsor High School, 50 Sage Park Road in Windsor, Connecticut.
Yep.
The Windsor Police Cadets approached Real Warrior Entertainment and asked if we would be interested in running a benefit show for them, and I certainly accepted. We're excited about doing this and giving back to the community and in the future, really, of our law enforcement. These kids certainly, put forth a great effort week in and week out in their studies and what they're doing, and they deserve everything that's going to come to them.
Absolutely, I agree. And where can people get tickets, Craig?
People can get tickets by visiting rwewrestling.com. That's the website there, or you can always call 860-368-0RWE, 860-368-0793. The card is stacked front to back like they've all been thus far, and the production is going to be again top notch as it has been, and we're excited. We certainly hope that we can continue at this level. We're looking for the support from the independent wrestling fans out there, the wrestling fans out there, the community, to keep RWE wrestling where it is and at the level of production that it currently sustains.
Well, we can attest from our own personal videos.
It's a great card. I urge everybody to get out and support your venue. I enjoy it every time we go.
Oh yeah, and you've been a gracious host to us many a time, and we can't thank you enough. And you're doing a great thing for our community and the police cadets here, and you're bringing in top-notch talent. And like you said, you got a great production, a great product, and it helps everybody. It just lifts up the whole wrestling community.
Look at he had Gold Dust, and then 2 nights later he was on Monday Night Raw.
Absolutely. So you're just running a top-notch show, and we can't thank you enough for letting us be a part of it.
Yeah, besides our roster, our locker room, the brand new bad Todd Hansen, Francisco Chiazzo coming in from Florida, Congo, you know, you got guys like Bob Evans, you know, the Benchmark, Bill Daly, you know, and the list really goes on and on. Jorge Santi, Dan
The
Barry.
Altamari.
And don't forget the
The
Altamari.
Altamaris. We love the Altamaris.
Yeah, and you know, it's amazing. I mean, our first show we brought in Tommy Dreamer.
Yep.
And then we brought in Sanjay Dutt thereafter. Then we brought in Dutt, the Lethal, the Young Bucks, the Colony from Shakara, ACH from Ring of Honor, AR Fox, Black G's a couple times, Ricky Reyes, the Cuban Crippler. You know, we've had some really stellar cards.
You got to bring in AR. You got to bring in AR. You have to bring in AR Fox for us, because I'm a huge mark for AR Fox. Love the guy. Love his style.
You know, we would love to fit everybody on every card that we have. But, you know, there's only so much time and so much room.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, your roster, you know, your mainstays are definitely worth seeing and all talented, and then you bring in some, you know, extra fluff on the side, you know, some dressing. So it's great.
If you've been living in a cave, or if you haven't heard, the Greek God Pappadon and Biff Busick had a 5-star match at Hunt for Gold October.
Yes, they did.
Guys put on an amazing show.
You know, you got some of that footage on YouTube, is that correct?
Yeah, the footage is available on YouTube. You go to youtube.com/Real Warrior Entertain. That's Real Warrior, ENTERTAIN. And, you know, you'll see the match between, the highlights, I should say.
Yep.
Between the Greek God Pappadon and Biff Busick. You know, when Biff flew over that guardrail into the second row, over the top rope, you know, I thought somebody had been seriously hurt.
I know. I saw you go running right over.
Yeah, thank goodness nobody was hurt, and it was all in good fun, and Biff stood up like the real warrior that he is, and, you know, finished out the match and beat Pappadon.
And we have to ask, can we expect to see Jenny Lovefield on the 9th?
Jenny Lovefield's been at every event thus far. I can't see a reason why not.
Because we know Tom is a huge mark for Jenny, and I am as well, and she's a friend of the show, and we love her.
And, of course, speaking of Jenny, she will be a guest on Talking with Tom next Wednesday, the 13th.
Absolutely. And I know she's got a line of T-shirts out, right? And, of course, RWE has merchandise. Yeah, Tom's got his Jenny Lovefield shirt.
Yeah, Jenny has some really great shirts that were designed for herself. You know, RWE still has. Unfortunately, we didn't unload all the breast cancer awareness shirts, so they are still available till the end of the year, with the proceeds going to benefit Susan G. Komen. You know, we have a new line of T-shirts that we're going to be releasing. It's the black T-shirt with the red RWE logo. Those are brand new. They'll be at the next show this Saturday, November 9th, featuring Diamond Dallas Page at Windsor High School.
Now, is DDP going to do any autograph signings, meet and greet, press the flesh, that kind of thing?
DDP will be under the red tent doing autograph signings, meet and greet opportunities with the fans. You know, it's going to be an exclusive meet and greet opportunity with the fans. So I recommend that you get there early and reserve your spot to meet and greet with Diamond Dallas Page.
And what about the rest of the card? You're going to be able to get autographs and stuff like that?
We are going to have an intermission for this show. You know, typically we do not have the intermissions, and the reason we don't is we give, you know, folks about an hour beforehand to meet and greet with the fans.
Okay.
We like to run straight through the card. You know, give everybody an opportunity to stay through the whole event. But this particular event, we will have an intermission. The entire staff of Real Warrior Entertainment, Diamond Dallas Page, will be out there, meet and greet, merchandise, signing autographs, shaking hands, taking photos, kissing babies, the whole nine.
Great.
And, you know, we're doing that in support of the Windsor Police Cadets as well. Going to the cafeteria during the intermission, grab a slice of pizza, grab a bottle of water, you know, can of soda.
Yep.
Show your support to them.
That's great. You know, and you just mentioned you're giving proceeds to the Susan Komen Foundation for breast cancer awareness. You're giving back to the community by helping out the police cadets. You know, it's not all about you and promotion. It's about giving back as well.
Yeah, I mean, this past July, we did a fan appreciation event where basically tickets were just $5, and we also did a event prior to that in support of the Hockenham Valley Food Pantry. You bring a non-perishable food item last July, we gave you $5 off admission.
That's fantastic. You know, you can't say enough about giving back to the community. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's a mitzvah for me. You know, in my culture, so we gotta really applaud you for that.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely something that we love to do. We love to support the community in any way that we possibly can. And put on a tremendous product. Live, real pro wrestling, comes to Connecticut pretty much once a month. And our December show, I'm not sure. If we're going to run December.
I was just going to ask you about that.
So, yeah, I think we're going to push it to the first show of the year in January. And the reason for that being is because there's just so much going on in the month of December with Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa and, just all the holidays and the festivities and everything.
Yeah, everybody's on the road traveling and what have you. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
A card like this, when we're crowning our RWE heavyweight champion, deserves, every fan in Connecticut and New England to be in the building to see who is going to claim the title.
All right, so to wrap it up, give us the promo, the where, the what, the when, and the who.
This Saturday, live, November 9th, doors open, 5 p.m. with a special 6 p.m. bell time featuring none other than former WWE and WCW World Heavyweight Champion Diamond Dallas Page. To top off the card, you got qualifying matches for the Toxic Waltz, which if nobody's familiar with the Toxic Waltz, it's basically a 10-man gauntlet-style tournament where the card starts with 2 competitors. Whoever wins that particular round, the loser actually picks the winner's opponent. So it could be friend versus friend, foe versus foe, brother versus brother. You never know what's going to happen. With the 10th entrant being a wild card, which it could be anybody from any promotion anywhere in the nation. And, again, doors open this Saturday, 50 Sage Park Road, Windsor, Connecticut, at Windsor High School. We get there early because there's a special 6 p.m. bell time. And Diamond Dallas Page will be on hand to meet fans, to take pictures, and to sign autographs.
So does that mean I have to
the rest of the Real World Entertainment staff?
So then that means I have to tell Hollywood Jaden that we have to leave at 3. I mean, if we have to be there for 6?
You gotta leave at 3. Make sure the limo's gassed up and the driver's ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Craig, I already got my tickets this afternoon.
I saw the email come through, Tom Dacey. I won't give out your email address, Tom, but I have it, and I did email you some footage so that you guys can hopefully air it next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get the email in time before I left my residence this evening, so I apologize for that.
Listen, if you go on YouTube right now, you're going to see a clip on there with our RWE Commissioner, Nunzio Meritato, having a intellectual debate with Adam Barassano, the head of the family, talking about his made man, Francisco Chiazzo, and his entrance into the Toxic Waltz qualifying match.
Excellent.
It's funny that you mentioned the family, because when you were having problems with your phone, I said to John, maybe the Altamoris got to him.
Oh, man, you never know with those guys, let me tell you. But the made man, Francisco Chiazzo, is coming back from Florida. All hail the king. Him and Todd Hansen certainly have an unsettled score. The way that last show ended, I'm sure Todd is not happy with that, and, he wants some retribution. After he beat Matt Stryker, and it was really nice of the things that Matt Stryker said in regards to Todd Hansen and the effort that he has put in over the last 2 years in regards to his comeback and how he was out with a back injury and just overweight and just, not doing anything. And he certainly just rebranded himself, and he's the brand new back.
This is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, we appreciate you calling in. I want everybody to go out and support the cause November 9th. If there's anything else we can do for you, come on down and see us. Give us a shout, and we'll see you there.
Guys, see you this Saturday.
Thank you
you,
very
Craig.
much. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Take
All
care.
right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, we got a few minutes left in the show. Craig Andrews, what a great guy. RWE, Real Warrior Entertainment. You've seen Tom there. You've seen Dylan there. You've seen Hollywood Jay there.
When he wasn't injured.
When he wasn't injured, right. And you've seen footage on our show. You'll see more footage coming up soon.
You know, I'm wondering now, because Hollywood Jay's not here this evening.
Mm-hmm.
At the last RWE show, he did say to the Altomaris when they walked by, "Have a safe trip home."
Yeah. Well, maybe they took him for a safe ride.
Who knows?
Goodness knows where Hollywood Jay is.
But you want to talk a little bit about WWE? What's going on there?
What's going on with WWE?
Any predictions coming up? Once again, we mentioned Hulk Hogan has been training.
Hulk Hogan has a verbal agreement to do an appearance for WWE. Now, speculation is a run-in at the Royal Rumble, possible.
I had a possible prediction now,
Yeah.
since they're building up this supposed lawsuit.
Yes.
I'm thinking that Hogan may come in as the new COO
You never know.
and oust Triple H.
What's going to happen? Yeah, Double H, Hulk Hogan versus Triple H. The War of the H's. But we have another caller.
Do we have a call?
Yes. Good evening. You're live on the Squared Circle.
Did you see the New York Jets body slam the New Orleans Saints yesterday?
Woo! Jets, Jets.
It was a body slam. It was a whipping.
Yes, it was.
Drew Brees should have called him Drew Blood. After the New York Jets got through with him.
Hey, have you noticed that they only win on odd weeks?
I do see that. Next week's a bye week, which means it's a scheduled loss, and then a week after that we'll beat Buffalo, and then a couple weeks down the road we play Tom Dacey's Fish, and the Fish are too busy fighting each other and suspending each other.
Yeah.
But the New York Jets are well on their way to the Super Bowl.
And what's going on in the world of boxing? I haven't seen any cards recently. Is anything coming up?
Not so much. There was a middleweight that was on HBO this weekend, Gennady Golovkin from Kazakhstan, the hometown of Borat, the home country of Borat.
Yep.
But this Golovkin is the real deal as far as punching power goes. He's a pretty good fighter. Hardcore fight fans will know him, but he doesn't have the drawing power of a Pacquiao or Mayweather.
Right.
But
So would you recommend I see it on HBO On Demand?
if you see it on demand, he's a hell of a puncher.
All right, I will definitely catch that.
Very quickly, I wanted to mention something you mentioned at the top of the show. First, that promoter for giving back to the breast cancer awareness, and Susan J. Coleman. Kudos to him. And I just wanted to mention, I'm not a big baseball guy, but I'm very happy that the Red Sox won, and the Red Sox did not forget what happened with the Boston Marathon and Boston Strong.
Absolutely.
Right, of course you were there.
Absolutely.
In person and survived that tragedy yourself.
Yeah, it was a horrible, horrible day. It broke my heart that day. As a longtime supporter of the marathon, it broke my heart. And the fact that, Big Papi said it best, this is our
Blank city.
Right.
And the fact that they remembered Boston during the season and also during the parade when they stopped at the finish line and
Absolutely.
all that. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention. All right, gentlemen, good show tonight. I know time is short.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed.
We'll see you later.
Thanks
All
for
right.
calling.
Bye-bye.
Right. Of course, your co-host.
Yes.
I'm talking with Tom, Ed McCarver. And I forgot, you're going to have Jenny Lovefield.
Next Wednesday,
Yeah.
7 p.m.
Oh, and you're going to have to wear your shirt.
Oh, absolutely.
That's fantastic. RWE, Jenny Lovefield, always there.
You were talking to Ed about boxing.
Yes.
I understand. Didn't they just delay the MMA fight between Rampage and Ortiz?
That did not happen at the pay-per-view. I don't know what the issue was, but we're going to have to wait and see. Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson, possibly the next pay-per-view?
I don't know. All I heard was it was a delay. That
Yeah.
It was delayed. I don't know why.
Yeah, but Bellator. It's a great organization. We love it. Andrew Calandrelli, you've got some footage coming up.
Which we'll be seeing soon.
That's hot in the editing bay. And we can't say enough about Andrew Calandrelli. UltimateMMACT.com. Go check him out. Go there, learn about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and some other MMA moves, some kickboxing, and get in the cage. And there's another place. Make your dreams come true. PWA. Make your dreams come true.
And of course, our good friend John Gingras is going down to Andrews tomorrow night.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get a report from him and see how he likes it down there. And like I said, you get down there, Andrew Calandrelli, right around the corner from us, as a matter of fact, and he's also in Bradford. And UltimateMMACT.com, you can check him out. And PWA, if you want to be a wrestler, at ProWrestlingAcademyCT.com. And you can check out some of the footage on YouTube. Our footage should be up really soon.
Hopefully,
with Andrew over at his training center.
We'll have that by next week, I hope.
Yeah, we're working hard. We got a lot of stuff on the horizon. We've got so many things that we filmed, and we just can't catch up to it. But soon.
How much time do we have left?
We got about a minute and a half.
So just briefly, once again, let's promote the show for this Saturday quickly.
This Saturday, November 9th, Real Warrior Entertainment.
And that's at Windsor High School.
There you go. I couldn't read that.
Windsor High School, and special bell time, so we got to tell Hollywood J. We have to leave early knowing Hollywood J.
Yeah, special
bell time is 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, so you get early on a Saturday night, so you get home early.
So, but as we said, it's a benefit for the police cadets.
Yes.
So come out and support that cause. And we want to commend Craig once again for doing this for them.
Absolutely, and as he said, he's done benefits for breast cancer awareness, food pantry, and he just never stops giving back.
And of course, he has some new shirts this month, so of course I'll have to buy another shirt as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We got just a minute left. This is the Thunderous One, Tom Dacey.
John Zimmerman.
John Zimmerman. I am the Rabbi of Wrestling, the Kohen of Carnage, the Master of Jiu-Jitsu.
And once again, don't forget to vote tomorrow.
Vote, vote, vote. Bang, bang. Have a good night.
Good night.
My bad, Jack.